Can you see the granite rock here? The biggest stone was moved in 1972. It's easy to cut the sandstone, but it's not easy to cut the granite. So they moved it as one block. By the way, it was originally here when they were building all of this temple. And the king built his 2 towers above it, above the stone. They loved it so, the king loved it so much, so he told his guys, excuse me guys, it looks great, so make me something nice out of it. So they did carve it with the offerings of my ancient king, and then they built the 2 towers above the stone which you look at. Right?
How many tons is the granite block there?
La, we did not weigh this one, but this one it's not less than maybe 25 or 30 tons, according to the size.
Oh,
So Igor, when you see a roof, or when you see a ceiling like this one, you have to know it's the place of the priests. Inside, the very high priest. The priests are here, used to be here, and then outside the commoners. We are calling all the place which we are in now the hypostyle hall. The hall of columns. A Greek word means the hall of columns for the priests. Outside, the commoners wanted to see the sky, they wanted to pray. But inside, the priests, they did not need the sky. Why they did not need the sky? Because how to choose a priest? He has to be from the royal family. And for sure there is a God is related to you in your royal family. You don't need the sky like the commoners. The commoners need the sky, but the priests did not need the sky at all. Anyways, forget the Egyptians for a while, and you have to know that this place became a church. Where we are now, built in 200 BC. But later, 284 AD, nearly 500 years after, the Christians used it as a church. Why? A crazy Roman emperor, Diocletianus in Arabic, Diocletian in your English, he was persecuting the Christians badly. He hated the new religion, so he used to kill so many Christians every day. So they left Cairo, the Christians, they left Alexandria, and they came to hide themselves in all of our ancient temples. So they used this part as a church. They told themselves, oh my God, there are columns like any church. Why we have to build a new one outside and we have one inside, right? To use the place at the church, they made an altar, and this altar is facing east, right? Because when the Christians pray, they face east. And then they made an opening for putting the holy book and the incense. What else they did? Like, imagine that we are praying as Christians and we are facing east. When we open our eyes, we see Isis, Osiris, Ra. Oh my God, how can we talk about the new religion while we look at Isis and Osiris? So we're not going to scratch them like outside, no, we're going to erase all the scenes. Do you get the idea?
yes.
So there were some of my ancient scenes here, but where they were looking at got erased. And or the Celtic cross. By the way, what does it mean? Because some guys say it's a cross, but what does it mean? Like if you look at any cross, it does have 4 sides. It's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Right? According to the guys who wrote the New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Each side, Igor, is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The Trinity. The Triad, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. 3 times 4, 12.
12 disciples.
Exactly. So look at this one. Look at this one. Different designs, but the same idea. Look at this one as well. Different design, but the same idea. 3 times 4, 12 disciples. Look at the one here, which we have here. See, 4 sides, and each side is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The same idea, the same belief. Coptic language, Coptic text from the Christian time to tell us that this place was in use at the church till 525 AD.